Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Kentucky State Police troopers hold a tasty event to remind folks here in the mountains why to wear their seatbelts. And employees at one Eastern Kentucky school system rally for their rights to a raise.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Hi, good morning. Jim Freeman along. Glad you're along on Mountain News this morning. As Brandon Robinson calls it, Monday 2.0. It is Tuesday, May 24th. And B-Rob, fog is the top challenge this morning around the region.
The key player in the game today, Jim. We're going to continue to watch that be a big situation for us. There is still some mist and some drizzle out there today, but it's the fog that is the key factor. Let's take a look at that, and you'll see it is dense across one end of the region to the other. So you've got zero visibility in Logan, half a mile Prestonsburg Hazard, a third of a mile in Pikeville there, 2 miles in London, 1.5 miles in Williamsburg. So just be careful. Any number less than 5 on this map is dense fog. Temperatures, there's a lot of 5s out there on that. All 5s. 55 in Jackson, Hazard, Pikeville, Logan, 54 in Moorhead, Wise, and Clintwood. Those are our cool spots this morning. And on the other end of the scale, almost 60, but 59 in Jacksboro. Heading out to the rest of the region, 60 in Bowling Green, 57 in Paducah, 61 in Nashville. Only 50, though, across the river in Cincinnati, 59 in the Tri-Cities over at the airport. 12-hour planner for today. Kind of a dreary day overall, but the sun should make an appearance later today. Stray shower could come along with it. Temperatures back close to seasonable at 75. 6:17 is sunrise. 8:43 is sunset. Jim?
Thanks, Brandon. A Clay County woman faces up to 40 years in prison for the murder of her baby boy. Amber Bowling pleaded guilty to murder Monday morning. In December 2018, police say Bowling put the baby in a garbage bag and threw the bag over a banister. The newborn suffered fractured ribs and brain bleeding. Bowling is scheduled to be sentenced in June. We have an update involving a boyfriend attacking his girlfriend with a machete. Williamsburg police confirmed that the woman involved in that attack spent several hours in surgery at UK Hospital and is listed as stable. The victim's uncle says he called police Saturday night when 31-year-old Daryl Earls and the victim were fighting. Earls left, came back with a machete. He's in jail now on a $250,000 cash bond. In Laurel County, a man has been charged with assault. Deputies say 56-year-old Bailey Smith struck a woman in the face Monday morning. They say it happened over an argument in an argument over a car. Smith was booked into the Laurel County Detention Center. Kentucky State Police held a seatbelt awareness event yesterday at the Hazard Bypass McDonald's. Police gave out a coupon to customers who drove in wearing a seatbelt. The event was part of the Click It or Ticket campaign, which started yesterday here in Perry County. Officials say this is not a campaign to give you a ticket, but to save lives. Troopers say that Perry County had the highest unbelted deaths per capita in the state.
We always try to back the blue, and this is something that's very important. You know, we got people out here driving without seatbelts and stuff going on. People get killed every day with this. I mean, it's just as simple as that.
Officials say this is not a campaign to give you a ticket, but to save lives. Troopers say that Perry County had the highest unbelted deaths per capita in the state. In the past year, there have been several announcements made across the region proposing economic development in downtown areas, and now Clay County will have some new projects of its own. WYMT's Alyssa Williams was there for the One Clay County initiative unveiling to learn more.
Hoping to create a better Clay County.
This is part of the promise that every part of Kentucky matters, and we're going to make sure that every part is succeeding.
Local, state, and federal representatives and Volunteers of America officials gathered in Manchester on Monday to unveil the One Clay County initiative.
We were thinking this was going to be a 3-phase project, but because of the circumstance, it's all come together and we're going to do it all under one project.
With millions of dollars in state and federal funding, this project aims to revitalize downtown Manchester, attracting new businesses and creating countless new jobs.
We have a real opportunity to see substantial job growth here.
Along with this project, officials announced that the EKU Manchester campus would also be offering an associate's in nursing degree beginning next year, hoping to help combat the nursing shortage and offer more opportunities to those in Clay County.
When you think we're 8,000 nurses short and we can educate our own right here in Manchester for this town and the region, that's significant. That's really significant in doing what we need to do in healthcare.
hoping to bring more economic prosperity to the region and to show people that they can stay in Clay. In Manchester, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Thanks, Alyssa. Congressman Hal Rogers, Senate President Robert Stivers, and Governor Andy Beshear helped to unveil the millions of dollars in federal and state funding that would target the development of a new farmers marketplace and redeveloping Bridge Street along with various other projects. Employee groups for the many different non-teaching professionals at Floyd County Schools rallied ahead of Monday's school board meeting. At the Floyd County Schools Board of Education office, around 80 employees braved the rain to show support for across-the-board pay increases. Kentucky Education Association representatives for school employees say the district has more revenue now than in 2019-2020, and employees believe they should receive a portion of that revenue in raises. Local KEA officials add that improved pay would compensate for increased workload after people left during the pandemic.
If we can't find subs or people to fill in those positions, we'll have to split classes, combine classes together. Bus drivers are having to do extra runs. So it's just a lot more work on everybody because of the situation right now.
KEA officials say their starting request is a $3,000 raise per employee. Fayette County Public Schools and the University of Kentucky are working to introduce STEM careers to female students. Yesterday, they celebrated Girls Who Game. It's a program giving female students opportunities to develop STEM and leadership skills while gaming. The goal is to use video games like Minecraft to teach young girls about careers in STEM.
The energy in the room, you can feel it as soon as you walk in. It is electrifying, and the girls are seeing potential in themselves that they weren't able to see potential necessarily before, or they didn't even know was out there.
Through the program, students use video games to create substantial solution projects. The Lawrence County community is still celebrating a victory for one of its own. Sunday night, Noah Thompson secured his title as this year's American Idol. The former carpenter has built up a fan base and country music career in front of the eyes of everyone watching and cheering him on. That pride has been pouring through Lawrence County communities for weeks, with the excitement of the homecoming party last week met with his win on Sunday. Some say it has been a lot to take in, but they're proud to be a part of it.
We've looked at ourselves the past 10 days and just said, what is life? You know, we've talked to Ricky Skaggs, we've talked to Billy Ray Cyrus, we've talked to all these famous people, and more importantly, we've talked to Noah Thompson, and he's excited, and he's ready to get to work on an album.
Noah is the first Kentuckian to win American Idol in its 20 seasons, and the first Eastern Kentuckian to win ever. And that accomplishment is something his friends and fans say will always remind everyone to dream big. Noah's debut single, One Day Tonight, is currently the #1 song on iTunes. Performing it live in his hometown of Louisa last week, the song is instantly becoming a hit. The song has been streamed nearly 224,000 times on Spotify and debuted at #3 on the iTunes country charts. But one of the writers will tell you it's been a long time coming for One Day Tonight to have its time in the spotlight.
We wrote this song, I mean, it's probably a couple years old now at this point. I mean, we were all fired up about it. We thought that song was like a no-brainer. We thought, man, we got gold here, you know, but you never know. And so, you know, that happens. Sometimes you think that and it doesn't. And then sometimes you think, oh, this song, ugh. And then someone cuts it and it's a hit and you're like, really? You know, like it works both ways.
In an Instagram post, Noah said he fell in love with the song the first time he heard it. Songwriter Brett Shirosky says he hasn't actually met Noah yet, but says he'd love to work with him and get some more hits on country radio. Another Eastern Kentucky country star, Tyler Childers, made a surprise appearance at a music festival Friday night. The Lawrence County native and his band, the Food Stamps, performed at the 2nd annual Fallsburg Summer Stage in Louisa. They were not part of the original lineup, though. The bluegrass and roots group Town Mountain was supposed to perform, but had to cancel due to COVID. And just ahead on Mountain News this morning, a well-known actress is set to receive a special award for her lifetime of achievements in theater.
And rain chances take a break for the most part today, but they'll be back before you know it. I'll track them out for you in about 3 minutes.